Lauren, for about an hour and a half, you were able to take me away from the current state of whatever this is and just have a lot of fun. When you first opened up the script and you started reading about Missy, what was the first things that kind of jumped out to you?
I think just her completely wild energy and that she says and does anything she wants. I initially got the script and kind of went in just kind of on a lark. I didn't think I would get it. And I went in because I saw that David Spade was the star of it as well. And I wanted to work with him. I was like, well, I'll give that a shot. And so it was very, very exciting to get this part.
Now, Missy is kind of a mess. She's all over the place, despite her antics. It's easy to see that she is a good person, and maybe even warrants a little pity. Did you kind of come up with a backstory for her at all?
There's a little bit in the film where we delve into what kind of makes her who she is. And so I held on to that stuff as much as possible because this character is so bananas that you want to be able to feel there's some level of groundedness to her. So anywhere we could sprinkle in a little bit of reality was great, but truly we just were allowed to go crazy. So I took that chance and went for it.
Now, David Spade, he's been the ultimate straight man for decades now. What's it like to play against him, and does that liberate you at all to push things further with Missy?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's so funny as a straight man. I mean, he's great when he's the wild one too, but he kills me as just the blank face, like over it, wants you to leave. It makes me laugh so much. So I had a lot of fun, like pushing him with that and just getting crazier and crazier and seeing how he would react. I truly think some of the funniest lines in the movie are him just being like done with Missy. He's so funny.
What is it that you wanted to bring to the page with Missy's character that may not necessarily have been in the script?
Really just, I wanted to take it to another level with the stuff she says. And thankfully they let me do that. I'm really surprised by how much they allowed to be in the final cut of this movie because we went so crazy. So that was it. I mean, I think the script was really funny to begin with. So it was fun just to be able to add on top of that and make it crazier and crazier. And by improvising, you end up finding new things about the character. So that was fun to get to kind of create who she is through improvising.
How much free reign did you have to improvise? Like when you got to set, did you guys use the script almost as a blueprint and then just kind of see what worked?
Yeah, so we would start with the script as it was, and then we would do takes where we could just go off script and improvise and add things. And it depends on what they needed to serve the film, what they ended up editing together, because some scenes are probably exactly as they were in the script where others are completely different. So we got to mess around a bit.
Now, there's a lot of fun cameos in this film, and I was just curious, did you have one that was particularly your favorite?
Oh, wow. I mean, there are a lot of really fun people in this. I really loved working with Jackie Sandler, Adam's wife. She is so sweet and funny, and she was just one of the nicest people I've ever met. So I loved working with her, and I think she's so funny in this movie.
What is it about your Missy that kind of that separates Molly Sims Missy?
Yeah, I think Molly Sims Missy is a supermodel who's easy to be around and fun and normal. And then I think the thing that would separate Missy from that Missy, my Missy, is that mine is insane and crazy and says all the wrong stuff and makes you get into fights with strangers and gets too drunk and causes havoc everywhere she goes. So, I mean, they're very similar, actually.
Sure. Now, your Missy has taken a lot of classes, and she knows a lot about a lot. So out of all the things that she knows and all the classes she's taken, what do you think she is the most at being an expert in?
Oh, wow. I mean, probably we don't get to see enough of it, but probably knife wielding. I bet there's a lot of good knife skills that we just didn't get a chance to see. I mean, she carries a huge knife in her purse, so you've got to be pretty comfortable with using a knife.